what I eat in a week in Hawaii. If you haven't already seen part 1, you can go ahead and watch that first. Without further ado, let's get into the video. On Tuesday, we headed over to Matsumoto Shaved Ice. It was so cool to watch them make the shaved ice because girl, look how quick they turned the shaved ice into a perfect circle. Like, this man is so skilled. Once the ice dome was completed, they added on your toppings like mochi. It was also so satisfying to watch them pour the syrup onto the ice because they pour the syrup into perfect thirds. Like, I have no idea how they achieved that. 'Cause it's just you and me. Just got my shaved ice from Matsumoto Shaved Ice. Apparently this is their only location, which explains why they had a huge line outside. I feel like when I see a long line, I'm like, it must be good. I ended up getting green tea flavor, ooh, it's spilling all over my hand, the guava flavor, and the passion fruit flavor, condensed milk all over the top, ice cream on the bottom, and mochi balls. Let's dig in, this looks amazing. First, guava. This might be the best thing I've had here dessert-wise. The guava taste, you can really taste the flavor of fruit. Usually when you have shaved ice, the syrup tastes completely artificial, and it's good, but it's not great. It tastes like I'm biting into a real guava. Next, we have green tea. The green tea flavor is so strongly flavored with green tea. Like, it doesn't taste too sweet, which is shocking because shaved ice is usually really sweet. It's so, like, savory, and I love that. The passion fruit. I would say the passion fruit flavor is the most artificially tasting of all of them, but it's still really good. It's so good. I've never had shaved ice with ice cream and red bean on the bottom. Kind of reminds me of pepbingsu. I like the red bean. Finally, the mochi ball. Not too chewy. It's like perfectly cooked and it's almost bland, which really balances out the shaved ice flavor. I'm obsessed. 15 out of 10. It's the only poison strong enough to convince me that this is real. We ended up going to Zippy's for dinner. Korean fried chicken and chili cheese fries were so good. I also really enjoyed trying their chili because it had more of like an Asian sweet flavor, and that was super cool. I'm with the Chang sisters. What time is it? Is it like 10?
Currently 11:46 p.m.
Oh, we're tired, but we're eating the fruit tart she gifted us as a surprise. Yay! Perry, what do you think?
I like it. Hopefully it's one of the best.
Yummy. That is so good.
You're lying.
I'm not. It's actually hidden.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
That was the smallest one they had.
Really?
Coffee sucks, but I've not thought about leaving yet.
Good morning from the bottom of Diamond Head. We will be at the top very soon. I did this hike around like 6th grade, I think, was the last time I came to Hawaii. And I remember towards the end like dying. So I want to kind of test my endurance today and see if I've gotten stronger or weaker. But I think I was like wearing these same shoes, like Nike free runs in black. Now they're gray. My feet probably went up like one size, half a size since then. Just made it to the top of Diamond Head. How would you rate the difficulty?
I would say 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Stairs at the last part kind of get you. I was surprised. A lot of the hike is in shade, so it makes it easier to do.
It was on rock, like paved rock, man-made. So no dirt, no slipping. It was a lot shorter than I remember when I was like 10 or 11. And it was a lot easier than I remember when I was 10 or 11. So that's nice. Nice to know that I've gotten more athletic in the last 10 years. The view is amazing. It's a very rewarding hike. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Quit that job you hate, and I can check the real estate.
We just finished our Diamond Head hike and we got to How Tree. This is a restaurant inside of a hotel. I just got my drink. She recommended this one, which has lychee and coconut in it. This is probably the prettiest drink I've ever had. Just spilled it.
Spill it? Oh, I thought that was like from the water. Oh, you're spilling it again.
Anyways, let's give it a taste. It's like a lychee boba tea if it had a kick of alcohol to it. It's very like tropically flavored with the coconut too. I really like this. I'm not a big fan of like super sweet cocktails. Something that's subtly sweet where you can taste the lychee, taste the coconut, you get all the flavors, and it's slightly savory is amazing. It's probably a mistake to have a cocktail as the first thing I ate today. I'm feeling a bit of GERD, a bit of acid reflux, but it is okay because now we have the yogurt and it looks so good. Do you know what the topping is? It looks like a jam, right?
It's pineapple jam,
Ooh.
granola, coconut, blueberry,
Ooh. Is it Greek yogurt? What kind of yogurt is
It
this?
is.
When you ordered this, I was like, how good could a yogurt bowl be? It can be really good. This is probably the best yogurt bowl I've ever had in my last 21 years of life, which I know is dramatic.
TBH, do you know what this jam reminds me of?
What?
The Korean medicine my mom gave me.
Please, no. Is it the honey citrus?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, of course I do. I find the yogurt to be very like creamy and it's not very sour like a lot of yogurts are. The texture of like the jam, the berries, and the granola really balance each other out and give a nice crunch. Also, the fruits are very fresh. No sourness to be found, no pruning to be found. We're about to try the shakshuka. It looks amazing. The bread is genuinely glistening. Like, I predict this will be the crunchiest bread I have ever tasted. The bread! How did they get it to be so crispy and so buttery without it being oily or feeling overpowering? I've got some egg and cheese on there. Now let's give it another try. It has a really savory, almost smoky flavor to it, which is really interesting and not what I expected. I guess I expected it to taste like pasta sauce, but it really doesn't. It really feels like a flavor of home. Like I feel like this would be made in somebody's home after a long night at 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. whenever you eat dinner. And usually I'm not a big cheese person, but on the shakshuka, on the bread, it's really, really good. Very savory and not too heavy, where I'm feeling sick to my stomach. Great balance of flavors, great bread, which is very important, I feel like. To me, this is like if French toast and pizza had a baby, or maybe French toast and pasta sauce had a baby. I want to give the cinnamon roll a try. It's literally ginormous. Like, I feel like this thing is like bigger than my head. I thought it was gonna be tiny. And I guess it's topped with macadamia nuts. Why is it exploding? Oh my god, Paris. I'm starting with the outer layer first. The ube is dripping off of it. I like it. I don't know if it's just because I really like cinnamon rolls. I love the macadamia nuts. They must have like sweetened them or something. I'm not sure I taste an ube flavor, do you?
It just tastes like cream cheese frosting.
I would say the frosting's like a little more liquefied than I usually see them, but I think it's just because it's really fresh. The bread is not too sweet. It has that savory spice flavor that you want from a cinnamon roll. This balances really well with the shakshuka, surprisingly. Ooey gooey goodness. We We've been walking around the Waikiki touristy area, going into shops, getting souvenirs, the whole shebang. I'm honestly pretty sure I'm getting a sunburn on my knees because my knees feel a little bit hot, not the normal hot, like getting sunburned hot. What do you have today?
We have the hot ontame, which is literally the egg broth and noodles, which makes it some food.
I want to crack the egg first. Do it. Ew. Ah, it looks so good.
With salt.
Me too. With the beef. Oh, my chopstick skills have degraded into the abyss.
Into the unknown.
Into the unknown. What is your rating?
Like a 9 out of 10. I feel like the rolls have switched.
I love it. The noodles.
They make the noodles in-house. Like they cut it in-house.
Really?
Yeah.
The beef is so flavorful.
It is.
It's like really sweet. Why is the beef, it's so crispy, it's so good. Can't be explained.
There's a line now. We came at the perfect time.
The potato tempura is so good. It's not like oily or anything. It's just very crispy and fresh. Dang, it is so yellow. That's good, right? Let's try the shrimp tempura. We got pineapple and
Lily koi, which is passion fruit. And then there's homemade mochi, and we also got the frozen yogurt.
taste test from the local and her sister first. How's the frozen yogurt?
So much better than ice cream.
Oh my god, it tastes like kugo.
Pinkberry?
Yeah.
And then
You have to try the mochi. The mochi is the best part.
Wait, with the froyo?
Right?
So good.
So good.
I don't feel like there's the same sweetness overload as Matsumoto.
Agreed.
What do you like better between this one and Matsumoto?
It's different. I like it better. This is hitting different.
That mountain right in front of us. That's coconut.
I really wanted to go to Leonard's Bakery. Apparently it's iconic in Hawaii. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hit up the real bakery, but we noticed that there's a food truck here. I'm gonna try the original first. Very crispy. Ooh, it looks fluffy. It smells very buttery inside. That's what it looks like. I can understand why it's really popular. It's basically like fried dough with a bit of sugar on the outside, but it's very crunchy, it's very savory. When I asked what the popular flavors were, she also mentioned the custard one.
Very airy.
Custard doesn't really taste like much. It's more just like a creamy filling,
yeah.
and it gives you a different texture. Try it.
Very underwhelming. I can't say I like manapuas, but there's a carnival that I went to a few months ago in Punahou. They had this manapua that melted in your mouth. It would literally like break in your hand because it was so soft.
I do like the sugar on the outside. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's tater tots. You can't go wrong with tater tots.
Courtesy of Chef Chang.
I was watching a YouTube video.
The bacon.
This is Greek yogurt.
So I'm in my healthy legend era, question mark.
Period.
So savory, so good. Perfect appetizer for strip steak tonight. But ooh, I feel like the tonkatsu sauce is very like tangy. This is the Luminous Garden drink. I think it has sake and some fruity flavors. I like it. It's very fruity. It almost tastes like guava. It's not too sweet, so this should taste good with the food, I think. I love the enoki mushrooms, I think they are. A big spoonful. It tastes so different. I think it's the truffle oil, probably. The truffle oil adds a really savory and slightly more salty flavor to the miso soup. It's very unique. I think it's a little too salty, but the mushrooms are really yummy. Very powerful, very flavorful. Like, I feel like you're almost hit with a bit of spice in a way. Next, I'm trying the crab cake.
What does it taste like?
I taste mayo. The crab is really creamy.
But it is crispy.
It almost kind of tastes like the filling of a lobster roll. Like the sauce they use. Yeah, it's like the spicy mayo flavor. It would taste good with some bread, but I get that this is like the first course and the starter. This is like a roll, but it has no rice. Apparently crispy onions inside, and a singular jalapeno on top. It's very smooth, like very soft and easy to chew, not too fatty. Crispy onions add a nice crunch. The textures very much complement each other. We are starting with a salad with some homemade ranch dressing. The ranch dressing is a lot creamier than regular ranch and less tangy, and I love it. It feels more fatty, straight from the cow's udder. I get why he told us not to fill up on this because it's really good. Next we have the instant bacon, which is pork belly that has been 24 hours marinated. It also just smells like a barbecue rib with sriracha sauce. You can really taste that it's been marinated for 24 hours because the sauce has seeped deep into this pork's belly. How did they get the outside to be like crispy, crunchy, but it's not like burnt? It almost has the flavor of pulled pork. The name of this restaurant is Strip Steak, and as the name implies, they're known for their steak, and let me tell you what, it did not disappoint. Their steak was so tender, not gamey at all. I actually am very picky with my steak. Like, I don't like steak to be very dry, and I really love a medium well done steak where it's not too rare and it's not too well done, and they did it just perfectly. The Brussels sprouts were so crispy and crunchy, and the fried rice had a sort of Cajun flavor to it, which I thought was really unique. For dessert, they gave us this Basque style cheesecake with a little bit of fresh fruit on top. It was so cheesy and creamy with a perfectly baked crust. We have our free birthday cake that has like passion fruit layer, guava layer,
and then coconut shreds on top.
Aquarius Queen. Yes. Shout out to us for voting Aquarius this birthdays in February, and shout out to Paris for being here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sister. Happy birthday to you. Yay, yay. Okay, make a wish. Yay! I can smell the passion fruit. Good morning and welcome to our final day in Hawaii. This is the Arvo matcha chia pudding and it's topped with a matcha whip, which kind of looks like ice cream. I've been really looking forward to it after seeing it on Yelp.
Into the place, the spot you
You can see that there's layers of fruit. You have strawberry, blueberry, mango it looks like, and some bananas. Oh, and that's pineapple, not mango. I gotta take my lactate so I don't have some stomach issues after this. Ooh, matcha whip is so soft. Let's eat. Really good. It just tastes like whipped cream with matcha on it. Their matcha is like a very strong matcha taste, not watered down at all. The fruit is so fresh, like no pruning. I finally want to try some of the matcha pudding. I like that they didn't over-sweeten it with like any sweeteners. The matcha taste is very strong. And I think the matcha pudding balances really well with the matcha whip and the fruit sweet with a little bit of more of a neutral flavor. Wow. Love matcha anything, honestly. Very refreshing after our night out yesterday of eating very heavy food.
wait on the moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you.
We're back at Foodland for the third time to grab some final fruit and stuff for the plane. The way I thought that was papaya, but it's actually kimchi.
This?
Oh my gosh,
Pineapple leafing.
it looks like kimchi.
Dude, you thought it was kimchi?
You can't tell me that doesn't look like gakuji.
Why would gaktogi be in the fruit
I
section?
don't know, but like tell me that doesn't look like it from far away.
I guess it does.
You make your way towards my land.
Our king. We're back at 85 for the macadamia nut tart gift box. These are only sold in Hawaii, so I'm getting them for my parents. We have here the big pineapple gummy bag. I thought it was gonna be like this big. But this is manageable, and it's that brand of gum that comes in the yellow box.
Juicy box?
Juicy fruit? Is it that?
Yeah.
Okay, the aftertaste of this tastes just like that gum. So I'm so excited to take this home. Hopefully it fits in my luggage. We're at Yogurt Story for some pre-dinner dessert. We got our big breakfast plate with toast, bacon, some Portuguese sausage, and spam and egg. And we have some very beautiful ube pancakes with the ube sauce in the center. I really want to start with the Portuguese sausage because I feel like it's a flavor I really haven't had before. We have it with the char grill marks. This is so good. The places where it's charred, you can taste kind of like that burnt flavor mixed with the really savoriness and saltiness of the sausage. Plus some rice is amazing. Love that the sausage isn't too fatty. This tastes just like the mini sausages you can get at H Mart. The Korean mini sausages. It's also got that smoky flavor. Trying the spam next. Whoa. The spam is very salty, not gonna lie, but it's really good. Oh, I love spam. I just feel like it's the same flavors you have in normal spam, but like times 4 million. Ooh, why is the rice here good too? This is how I like my rice to be. Not too watery, and it's kind of like crunchy. I like my rice a little drier though, so I know that's not for everyone. Finally, we have some bacon. The bacon is so crispy. Usually with bacon, like half of it is like chewy, kind of soft fat. There's very little fat, and even the fatty parts are very crispy. If I lived here, I would have this breakfast every single day. The plate also came with some jam and bread, and I really want to try it with the meat. Nothing outstandingly different, but I think it adds a nice balance to all the meat.
Caught up in a long free fall, you got me.
Usually on breakfast plates, the meats are my least favorite part because they're like kind of fatty and just like not as flavorful as maybe pancakes or something. But this, man oh man, amazing. The cake is so dark. And wow, it's so vibrant. This is the moment of truth, the last ube/taro thing I'm going to try here. This actually tastes like ube to me. Like I can actually taste that sort of potato-y flavor. The waffle is also super well made. Very fluffy, but also dense enough to where you can taste the ube and it's not just air or batter. The icing that they put on it, or the cream, very thick. It's not like falling apart. We're back at the O'Neill store to find potentially a gift for my mom. I don't know if she would like this. After leaving O'Neill, we headed back to where we started, Ala Moana Mall. Look at everything in the Chanel store. It's so Legally Blonde coated, like I need everything.
I sang this song. I had an old time soul.
Just got back from our final trip to the mall. I wanted to show you guys a little haul of the things I got as souvenirs. I guess I'll start with food items. I got those pineapple jellies you saw earlier. I also got some fresh papaya from Foodland. A lot of the fruits like pineapple, papaya, guava are amazing here. It just has a certain creamy quality it lacks in California. Next, I have these taro chips. I'm really excited to try these when I get home. Honestly, they look a lot like tortilla chips, but instead of the black dots that come from like the tortilla texture, you have purple lines from the ube texture. Next food item is the 85 macadamia nut tart. I saw these first on Monday and I've been waiting all week to try them. Tomorrow will be a very exciting day when I finally open them up. I got some hair clips and I got my friend some earrings. I got more hair clips and these two really cute hula dancer bear keychains. Finally, for my sister and I got two Hello Kitty hula dancer dolls. I kept looking at these and I didn't want to get them, but I really wanted to get them, so I just got them because, you know, when in Hawaii, you must. Our final feast on our final day in Hawaii was at Shibuya. Shibuya is an all-you-can-eat hot pot place. They have the most abundant selection of veggies, different squashes, and different seafood, in addition to their multitude of different kinds of meat cuts you can get. I may or may not have overfilled my bowl with a little too many toppings, but hey, you only live once and I need my veggies. There's just something about eating hot pot on a hot day. It just hits different. I finished off my meal with a light up yogurt drink and it was so good. After dinner, we went to 7-Eleven to pick up an airport/airplane snack. I had to get their musubis just to compare with the Foodland ones. They were so hot, like burning my hand hot. I also looked at their big selection of ice cream. They had this cool Japanese one that I really wanted to get, but I didn't just because I'm lactose intolerant and I don't want to be feeling things on the plane. We are about to board our flight, but I want to try the Mauna Pua. I got the curry chicken one, so let's see.
Oh, that looks good.
There's curry, there's chicken, it's so good. And it doesn't taste like artificial like most 7-Eleven and California food tastes.
Wait, there's a lot of filling in yours. I don't think it usually comes with that much filling.
They knew it was the last thing I was gonna eat before I boarded the plane. The bread is like so good. It's like not stale at all or gummy. It like tastes like it was from a restaurant, but it was from 7-Eleven. The curry filling is also so good. The chicken is really well cooked, not overcooked. Why is this one of the best things we had?
That's why I was like, we should get it earlier in the week.
Thank you guys so much for watching What I Eat in a Week in Hawaii. I captured so many fun memories that I will truly never forget. When am I gonna be 21 in Oahu ever again? I hope you guys had lots of fun watching me eat my way through Hawaii. If you like what you saw here and would like to stick around for more, you can hit the subscribe button down below. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!